Good evening, Belize, and welcome to XTV's news broadcast for Friday, June 6, 2025. Making the headlines tonight, GOB increases salary adjustment offer to 4%. Orange Walk teachers demonstrate in rejection of GOB's new proposal. And Nigel Patillo bus employees burning government files. Ministry says nothing wrong except procedure. We take our first break and return with the news in detail.
Earn B-Bucks and get a chance to win a $10,000 homecation with Benny's. Quality and savings.
In the heart of a thriving country, Atlantic Bank stands as more than just a financial institution. We are family and your steadfast partner in success throughout every step of your journey. Our unwavering focus remains on continually enhancing your experience through innovation. From the traditional banking services to cutting-edge online and mobile banking services, we make your life easy, convenient, and secure. We deeply value the relationships and trust placed in us over the years. This trust has enabled us to support and realize the dreams of our personal customers, be the driving force behind the development of micro, small, and medium businesses, and the preferred partner to our corporate clients. We are committed to serving our communities and making a positive impact. By prioritizing financial inclusion, we ensure that everyone has access to the financial tools and resources they need to thrive. We are your partner in progress, serving you with excellence and professionalism and providing real-life solutions. Today and for generations to come, let's continue building the future together.
Imagine getting rewards for your spending. Smart prepaid customers countrywide, it's time to level up with Smart Gains. Smart Gains are exclusive, limited-time offers sent straight to your phone. We're talking irresistible rewards you'll actually want: extra credit, bonus data, and exclusive perks, all tailored to you. Because it's smart, we've always got your back. Don't miss out on rewards made just for you. Smart Gains, smart savings, smart you. Smart, bringing people together.
Tired of replacing light bulbs? LEDs are what you need. LEDs last up to 30,000 hours. That's 30 times longer than incandescent bulbs, and up to 8 times longer than compact fluorescents. So less changing and less trash. Planet Earth thanks you. And the LED experts at Brothers Habet and Habet will help you find the best LED solution with colors for every room and mood, starting as low as $6.95. You can even get LED strips for home, office, and industrial use. So say goodbye to fluorescent tubes forever. And because they use up to 90% less energy, you save money. money you can spend on other things. So head to Brothers Habet or Habet and Habet today. You can also call, email, or Facebook us. Have a brilliant day.
Ichil ti kal Belize, yah ti wiyiti familia, walak ti tse kumukil, ti wahmiin ka, etel ti besina. 90% ti wet kala Belize Hill, tanu tuklik, ti tsahu kununtik, tula kalon ti lay, ti ki, ichil ti kal. 94% ti wet kala Belize Hill, tanu tuklik to pach, tuba wala ko manil, tula kalamaka, ti tsa hebana ku benilo amak, amata sho shimbala. Ichil ti kal Belize, walak ti tsoksik ti lahketon, walak ti wan tik ti bahil tumene kichpantikal yanumuk tikal ich much nalil ka tul ichila osh tul ti wetkala Belize Hile wala kuts e kumukil upachah tumulay ti ma yana motsina ichilu kuchil meya etelik kash tubahak ma omen watuba watakono wa maka yahti wiye wa shambikiti chambula inona Belize Hile sahti kushtal ti ki u yora hil ti ika u kununtoon ti lay ichil ti kal sikbal to pach lay ti i tulakaloon Belize listo hoon.
Welcome back with your news. I am Drea Espinosa. The government, in a letter signed by Minister of State Chris Koyi, responded to the Joint Unions Negotiating Team, JUNT, late Thursday and notified it was increasing its salary adjustment proposal to 4%, up from the previous 3%. The adjustment would still be with effect from October 1, 2025. As to the remaining 4.5%, the government says that increase would be phased in over the following 2 fiscal years, but subject to the implementation of pension reform in 2 phases, mutual agreement on measures related to cost savings and revenue enhancement, and appropriate measures that tie both salary increases and increments to satisfactory performance. The offers for an additional increment at the start of the fiscal year 2026-2027 remains unchanged, but the government has clarified that it only has 2 outstanding increments to teachers, not 3, because it was understood that the one withheld under the Barrow administration was forgone completely. On the matter of the minimum wage increase to $6 that the JUNT had asked to be applied to the public service without delay, the government stated, "This is a Plan Belize 2.0 commitment, quote, to the Belizean people and not to any specific category thereof," end quote. As we reported, the Public Service Union president clarified that their increase request was not meant to be applicable to the private sector. As regards pension, the first phase would include a contributory pension scheme for new employees, including the increase of the retirement age to 60 with effect from October 1, 2025, while the second phase would include a contributory pension scheme for existing workers as early as possible, taking into consideration the ongoing comprehensive salary review for the public service. Whereas on Wednesday, teachers protested in different areas of the Stan Creek, Toledo, Cayo, Belize, and Corozal districts, this morning a small group of teachers blocked the Philip Golson Highway at Carmelita Orange Walk, leading to Prime Minister John Briceño's hometown. In an interview on the sidelines of the budget debate, Briceño had stated that it was only a pocket of teachers who were agitated primarily from one branch. One Orange Walk teacher posted a direct message to Briceño on her Facebook page. She stated, quote, "PM, your hometown teachers are refusing your 4% and your conditions. Bogus proposal, worse than before," end quote. That's because she says that with the conditions the government has set, they are taking away more than they are giving. The demonstrators this morning demanded an 8.5% salary increase. The teachers demonstrated by blocking the highway with vehicles at 5 a.m. for about 20 minutes. Police showed up, but the demonstration was without incident. As in other areas, they sang the national anthem and union songs before abandoning the area. The Council of Management of the Belize National Teachers Union held an emergency meeting with members at 8 Thursday night. As it relates to the charges against the teachers in Dangriga, there are reports of a move to withdraw the charges, but the teachers tell us that has not been officially communicated to them. Public Service Union President Dean Flowers did not hold back whatsoever when asked to address the charges that have been brought so far against 11 teachers who demonstrated on Wednesday on George Price Drive in Dangriga. He called the commissioner and police bullies and affirmed that the PSU will not watch from the sidelines as this happens. He added that the police are being weaponized against the teachers.
Commissioner of Police Rosado, this is his best response. I'm really ashamed of this guy. I think that he now sets himself up to be amongst the worst commissioners this country has seen, because
it's been a month,
he like Peter Lee Wildhass. He can get out the gate quick. And I will say this, the Public Service Union will not sit idle by and watch teachers being bullied, because Mr. Rosado and the state of Belize, the government of Belize, Karim Musa, the Briceño administration, are behaving like bullies. These are unarmed citizens. These are teachers, for crying out loud. You all are a set of bullies. Bullies. And you ought to be ashamed of yourself to all be men arresting women. You're not arresting a criminal. You are arresting a defender of the future. Your family deserve these people. Your children deserves these people. So my message is to the police officers: you need to lay down on handcuffs. You need to grow some balls and accept that you're creatures of instructions. But at the same time, you need to stand for and stand with the teachers who are fighting for you and your children. So stand with the people and not the parasites. Not the parasites that are in power. That is my message to the police officers, to the teachers. The Public Service Union will issue a call to its general membership today. And it is for that membership to show up in numbers at any given time when the joint union decide that it is time to mobilize.
Flowers likewise called on the public to join in the actions of the unions to show solidarity. Meanwhile, the union continues to find areas on which to criticize the government, including paying new employees exorbitant wages when, according to Flowers, they are not qualified.
Let me give the Prime Minister some solutions. The first thing you could do, fire the almost 3,000 people that you brought in who took up the wage bill. I didn't hire them. You hired them. And so please do not put the responsibility on me for you to find money for those who are already in the system. You knew the wage bill was high. If you look at the higher dates, you're the one who grew this workforce by almost 3,000. You're the one who, I received a contract the other day. Where is it? You're the one, Mr. Prime Minister, who is bringing in finance officers with absolutely no experience in your PPP unit and paying them $65,000 a year. Yes, I have the contract right here. $65,000 a year. You're the one bringing in people who are not fit and qualified and paying them these exorbitant amount of money. So don't say to me that those who have labored throughout the years and are deserving of theirs should not get should not get theirs because you had to bring your people over primarily from SMART and from your political allies so that you can take our money now and give it to them. No, man. I'm not interested. You asked for lead. You promised to improve people's lives. So while we continue to commit to assist the government with cost savings, with revenue enhancement, enough we job to figure it out for them.
Thursday afternoon, activist Nigel Patillo busted government employees burning a trailer load of government files at Serendipity Hills in Camelota Village, Cayo. The property is one of the private subdivisions that Patillo is involved with. The government vehicle with blue license plates had the logo for Rural Resilient Belize on the front doors, while one of the employees appealed to Patillo to allow them to continue disposing of the documents. Patillo told them it was unacceptable and that it was not the first time people were engaged in similar activity on the land. Patillo returned to the location this morning, and from among the ashes, he picked up a piece of paper that had not burned completely. It spoke to a Europe aid contract for the rehabilitation of feeder roads, Phase 2, in particular, the Progresso Road Orange Walk. There was also a manila folder labeled Invoices 2016 to 2017, and a folder titled Procurement 2013, as well as some CDs for projects. Patillo says the burning raises a lot of questions.
I said I went and got ya. Contract, Europe, aid, feeder roads rehabilitation project, phase 2, Orange Walk, Progresso, technical specifications, expenditure verification report, supply and works contracts. Same thing where people believe in there, you know. The same thing we want to understand why we don't have to come hide and burn up thing when the dump site there. We want to expect every other believer all we supposed to go to the dump site, go dump thing. Right? I try the metal folder thing, a lot of debris just left here. Right? What them are really hide? You want to come in that when they hide something, if you come in and hold back here, come burn up thing. Dig? Why? Watch out. These hands need to wake up and start to get a sense. Because if you look fishy and you smell fishy, fishy. So now, the second fire when they burned, there was actually a first fire. But I guess when they realized that they made it too close, then back off. Invoices 2016 to 2017. Why don't they burn up their records after? That's a very important thing. We're supposed to have that thing, the archive. Make a walk to the next site over here. So the way how this place designed, this back piece here, it's hidden from the traffic in the front. But first, you look at them and start to burn it right the front here. And when they realized that it too close and people could pass and sit there, they decided, you know what, make we move from here, make we go up that side there. Make I will show you the spot here so, and show you the front road where people could pass and sit there. So they know exactly what they were doing. If that's the case and the thing they never mean nothing, why never just go dump it that dump site? Like everybody else left that there and had.
Patillo called on the government to return and clean the mess that was left behind by the illegal dumping. The Ministry of Economic Transformation subsequently issued a release on the illegal dumping and burning. It informs that the ministry, like other government entities, practices manual file storage, but that after between 5 to 7 years, the physical files can be destroyed once they have been verified by the appropriate auditors. The ministry clarified that the files destroyed date back to between 2010 and 2012 and have no relevance to any ongoing project or initiative. It also clarifies that they merely borrowed a truck from Resilient Rural Belize because they are the only project that has vehicles with trailer. However, they noted that the documents had nothing to do with the RRB project and were strictly from the Ministry of Economic Transformation. The ministry does concede that the manner in which the files were disposed of is concerning, but that the CEO in the ministry nor the Minister of State provided any details about the method or location of disposal. The release states, quote, "There are procedural methods that were clearly not followed, and an internal review is underway, as per the public service regulations, to determine the necessary actions to be taken. The ministry has authorized the cleaning of the area where the files were burned," end quote. It also commits that there will be no repeat. After the break, PSU president says no to the buy-over of Smart by BTL. Stay with us.
Nando's Wholesale is your market leader in Belize's wholesale industry when it comes to high-quality products at the most reasonable and competitive prices. With over 40 years in the wholesale business, Nando's Wholesale embraces the partnership of the hotel industry in Belize by providing world-renowned brands in wines, seasonings, condiments, and cleaners in industrial sizes, as well as small and large kitchen appliances and equipment. Nando's also takes pride in providing one of the quietest and most durable air conditioning systems in Belize with technical support and spare parts. Nando's Wholesale. Professional, reliable, effective, and prompt. Nando's Wholesale always delivers. Visit us at www.nandos.bz or send an email to nandos@nandos.bz. Or, even better yet, give us a call today at 222-500 or 280-8080 to speak to one of our sales representatives today.
Desde pequeñas mejoras en casa hasta trabajos industriales, Sherwin-Williams tiene la pintura perfecta para cada proyecto. Confiada por los profesionales y diseñada para ofrecer belleza y durabilidad, nuestras pinturas y recubrimientos garantizan un trabajo impecable. Disponible en Design Depot y a través de nuestros distribuidores autorizados en Orange Rock y Corozal, Sherwin-Williams, su marca de confianza en pintura.
Design Depot. Todo en un solo lugar.
Whether you are a busy person or stuck in traffic or having an adverse or very demanding circumstance, tension builds up, causing you to be stressed out. Stress attacks everyone, anytime, any age. And stress is a killer. Palm City? It's best to be alive than dead. So visit Freetown Drugstore to get options to relieve stress and to relax your mind.
Yes, sir, what can I do for you today?
I'm so stressed out.
Okay, I'm saying I help you out right now. When I this daily, for 10 days, I am good after that, okay?
Okay.
Freetown Drugstore, 28 Freetown Road, where you are better off alive than dead. Freetown Drugstore, telephone 223-2876.
PSU President Dean Flowers has weighed in on the report of a proposed buyout by BTL of Smart, NextGen, and Centaur Communication. While BTL has commented on the reports, saying such discussions have been occurring since 2018, it has not confirmed that a deal has been inked.
Why would you go and buy Smart, which is bleeding out? Look in a government, especially in their first term. All the Smart executives run over the government. Why didn't they stay over at Smart if Smart was doing so good? So why would we compensate them for something that is bound to fail in the long run? So while everybody might be saying it makes good business sense because blah, 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 what BTL is currently offering, the issue is timing. And the timing for me, based on what our colleagues on that side of telecommunication is saying, it makes no sense. Allow Smart to bleed out. Allow cable to eventually go obsolete. So why we have to reward the Lizarragas and the Briceños and the Ashcrofts when ultimately their business will bleed out and we can acquire it for the country at a low price? So for me, it will be about timing more than anything. And for me, it will serve greater economic sense to put that money in the hands of teachers and public officers who will put it back into the economy than put it in the hand of three people, Briceño, Ashcroft, Lizarraga, who already are multi-millionaires and are clearly not lifting anybody out of poverty. At least the teachers and the public officers will continue to build the small businesses. So whatever the cost is, put it in the people and not in the hands of those questionable multi-millionaires, because until such time then that the FIU start doing their job, we will know who the legitimate multi-millionaires in this country.
Prime Minister John Briceño, Senator Chris Coy, Foreign Trade Minister Francis Fonseca, the PM's CEO Narda Garcia, and Minister of Public Utilities Michelle Shabat met Thursday with members of the Belize Chamber of Commerce and Industry. He posted on his Facebook page that the meeting focused on ensuring a positively enabling business environment for local and international investors, including micro, small, medium, and large scale. Topics included tax reform, the minimum wage, price control, energy affordability, and expansion, and emerging trends in the financial sector and opportunities for Belize. Reports to Creme News XTV are that the persons who were detained under the latest anti-crime state of emergency were released on Thursday evening at 6. The SOE proclamation was signed by the Governor General on May 6 for an initial 30 days. Any extension would have required approval from the National Assembly. Minister of Home Affairs Karim Musa has confirmed there will be no extension. Yaya Marin Coleman, chairperson of the UBAD Educational Foundation, UEF, on Wednesday, attended a consultation on Belize's national debt organized by the Caribbean Policy Development Center, whose coordinating entity in Belize is the Belize Network of NGOs. The funding for the session was provided by the Open Society Foundation, one of the largest philanthropic organizations in the world. The purpose was to engage NGOs to help build awareness on the impact of the increasing sovereign debt in the Caribbean by mobilizing civil society organizations and communities to participate more actively in the sovereign debt campaign. According to Marin Coleman, close to 50 people registered, but only half that number showed up. Marin Coleman shared she became aware of the event from her Instagram feed. She shared that a majority of the discussion was centered around the blue bond.
So I'm a one go in the space, because I'm not going in space a long time, for say who are the new players or actors, and what in the top both so I could do exactly where I do right now. Come back and tell we people using for we media house, this is where I could look out for. What me concerning is that majority of the people in the room never have enough knowledge about the blue bond. So you have people with enough from Belize, whether the authority for we loan, they can tell we whatever they want to tell we. They had PowerPoint presentation, I asked for the PowerPoint presentation and I get it yet. So how you want to know what for ask them or for cross check them if you yourself without that Belize don't know? So because of how I present, like X say, Napahead Yaya with a slippers jogging self, that's how I present as a working class person. So when people say how I present, they don't think much of me. But when time I open their mouth, then they get a sense. Now, UEF and Belize Federation of Fishers, since the year started, have monthly Belize Blue Bond Awareness Zoom community meeting. We have one tomorrow from 10 to 11, live streaming on XTV Belize YouTube Facebook page and on the local TV channel. People say, I want to do this. People that don't sign the loan, yes indeed, but it have one impact on we everyday lives, and especially for the fishers. So a big part of the Blue Bond Agreement and conservation funding, the money. And so there are questions about who get the majority of the money, what the money used for. That really Belizean money, you know. It's a Belizean money. Nobody not give me no money. It's a Belizean people money. So I'm thankful again because I did learn. I definitely put UEF on the radar for make them know one genuine representation. And so I alert Belizean people that we have one duty for learn. Learn, think for yourself, ask questions. People may come in your organization or come in your communities to get information from you. Because NGOs not genuinely work with working class people. What Aaron Doty Roy say is real resistance have real consequences without paycheck. So people who are genuinely in your community as activists, NGOs tend to hire them. And then kind of take the edge off you because you can't wild out like how I wild out. No, I'm on bought and on boss. No, you can't do that. You need your paycheck. And so there are lots of questions looking at debt from a human rights perspective. Are these debt legitimate? Based on the history of a lot of the countries, like developing countries or countries in the global south.
Marin Coleman insists that such meetings keep happening, but what is required to find a solution to capitalism is not a European mindset, but rather creativity, as in the case of the Zapatistas and Ibrahim Traore. She emphasized that there is a need for NGOs to build trust with the community comprised of working people. Apart from UEF, among the participants at Wednesday's session were the Human Rights Commission of Belize, Ish Communil Organization, Peace Work Belize, Global Financial Integrity, and others. After the break, Ralph Fonseca passes at 75. Stay tuned.
Nando's Wholesale is your market leader in Belize's wholesale industry when it comes to high quality products at the most reasonable and competitive prices. With over 40 years in the wholesale business, Nando's Wholesale embraces the partnership of the hotel industry in Belize by providing world-renowned brands in wines, seasonings, condiments, and cleaners in industrial sizes, as well as small and large kitchen appliances and equipment. Nando's also takes pride in providing one of the quietest and most durable air conditioning systems in Belize with technical support and spare parts. Nando's Wholesale. Professional, reliable, effective, and prompt. Nando's Wholesale always delivers. Visit us at www.nandos.bz or send an email to nandos@nandos.bz. Or, even better yet, give us a call today at 222-500 or 280-8080 to speak to one of our sales representatives today.
Imagine getting rewards for your spending. Smart prepaid customers countrywide, it's time to level up with Smart Gains. Smart Gains are exclusive, limited time offers sent straight to your phone. We're talking irresistible rewards. You'll actually want extra credit, bonus data, and exclusive perks, all tailored to you. Because at Smart, we've always got your back. Don't miss out on rewards made just for you. Smart Gains, Smart Savings, Smart You. Smart, bringing people together.
In the heart of a thriving country, Atlantic Bank stands as more than just a financial institution. We are family and your steadfast partner in success throughout every step of your journey. Our unwavering focus remains on continually enhancing your experience through innovation. From the traditional banking services to cutting-edge online and mobile banking services, we make your life easy, convenient, and secure. We deeply value the relationships and trust placed in us over the years. This trust has enabled us to support and realize the dreams of our personal customers, be the driving force behind the development of micro, small, and medium businesses, and the preferred partner to our corporate clients. We are committed to serving our communities and making a positive impact. By prioritizing financial inclusion, we ensure that everyone has access to the financial tools and resources they need to thrive. We are your partner in progress, serving you with excellence and professionalism and providing real-life solutions. Today and for generations to come, let's continue building the future together.
Earn V-Bucks and get a chance to win a $10,000 homecation with Benny's. Quality and savings.
Krem News XTV has confirmed that on Thursday there was another Trump flight transporting Belizeans being returned from the United States. There were between 12 and 15 deportees on the flight, which was expected to make stops in South America as well. A first specialized Trump flight with Belizean deportees arrived at the Philip Golson International Airport on Thursday, May 22nd. At the time, U.S. Embassy officials encouraged Belizeans who are illegally in the U.S. to choose self-deportation. Former powerful People's United Party cabinet minister Ralph Fonseca has died at the age of 75. He had been ailing for some time. He entered cabinet after being elected to the Belize Rural Central Division and served there for 3 consecutive terms from 1993 to 2008. Prior to 1993, however, he was said to be one of the 3 movers behind a George Price already losing a grip on party leadership. The other 2 being Glenn Godfrey and Said Musa, who would later become Prime Minister. Fonseca served as Minister of Budget Planning and Management and Investment under the Said Musa administration and also as Minister of Home Affairs. He was a controversial figure in politics, and while many recall his compassionate and giving nature, others point to him being deemed as the architect of Ralph Phonematics, which Mandela back in 2006 described as, quote, an economic plan for Belize that many believe has led this nation to bankruptcy and greater poverty, end quote. As opposed to his father, Rafael Fonseca, who was the first Belizean financial secretary who served under the glory years of Price, Ralph Fonseca was a big spender who pushed borrowing as exorbitant rates. He was considered the powerhouse in cabinet from 1998 to 2004. The PUP today issued a statement on Fonseca's passing, noting he was also their national campaign manager and delivered several victories for the party. They described Fonseca as a man, quote, with an astute mind, unafraid to make the difficult and at times unpopular decisions. He was a true nation builder who believed and lived by the principle, your word is your bond. He held firm to his belief in capitalism with a social conscience, a core value he maintained for his entire professional life, end quote. The United Democratic Party, UDP, has called a National Party Council, NPC, meeting for Saturday, June 14. It is meant as a unification meeting, but the rightful leadership executive is not inviting Tracy Panton and co. If you would recall, the executive has requested that those who were unlawfully expelled apologize for the return to be considered. Panton spoke to the media earlier this week.
I do understand that a meeting has been scheduled for the 14th of June. It is being promoted as a meeting that seeks to reset and unify the party. It's anything but that. There are at least 15 caretakers, elected representatives of this party, along with their executive committees, who have been excluded, have not been invited to attend this meeting. And if we're going to reset meaningfully, and if we intend to unite our political organization, then we need all hands on deck, and we need to hear from all persons. Some of what has to be said, some of what has to be heard may not be easy, but that is the place to trash it out. For me, it's not in the public domain. It should not be in the public domain. It should be in spaces where we can work together to find the solutions that ultimately serve the people, that promotes and defends our democracy, and help us to be, again, the voices of the people. For those who have been elected, the 5 of us, we have a clear mandate from the people that they want us to be their house, their voice in the House of Representatives. There are 3 senators who have been appointed, who are expected to be the voices of the people in the Senate. And so We need a party that rallies behind our elected and our appointed representatives so that we can hear from those other constituencies that may not have the same level of representation in Parliament.
So none of them were invited to this meeting, including yourself, any of the parliamentarians?
We have not been invited to the meeting.
The party has indicated that the purpose of the meeting is to set a date for a national convention to be held in October this year, but before that, standard-bearer conventions are to be held. Before the court ruling on who was the rightful UDP, Panton and her group were moving to hold a national convention within 90 days of the general election. Panton says there is no place for the level of anarchy that still exists in the party, and they are reviewing legal remedies that may be available to them on the matter of the NPC. And last weekend, multiple pets along 6th Street in the Kings Park area of Belize City died as a result of a bee attack. Officials from the Ministry of Agriculture were unavailable to assist because they were at the agriculture show grounds for Agric. On hearing the news, Mayor Bernard Wagner decided that the City Council needed to shoulder the cost to hire a private exterminator to attend to the emergency. The mayor says he was at his daughter's graduation when he got the call.
Because at the end of the day, even though we are not mandated to deal with bees, if it is impacting our residents, then we have to have a say at the table. We have to be proactive. And so when this incident occurred Saturday, and this is the beauty, right? This is the beauty of local government. Local government is the closest point to the people, right? I am in a graduation for my daughter at SCA, and I get the call where the bees are killed 6-7 dogs, and there was a lot of back and forth on who responsibility. I think they called the Baja team, and the Baja team was stretched out pretty thin in the agricultural show grounds. They couldn't be here to alleviate it. And so one of the residents called me, and there was a sort of gridlock between this private entity who could really control the situation, but the other end, there was nobody really saying who will take on the cost. And I said, listen, this is a resident of the city. The city will pay for it. We will take it on, and it was in that fashion that we were able to have the entity come in and take care of the bee nest. But it's a part of a larger problem in the city, the abandoned lots. The old houses are breeding grounds for bees, and we have to do something with abandoned lots. All of these issues stem from neglect, not only from the government or the authority side, but the residents and the community as well. We have to hold each other accountable in terms of abandoned lots. If it high bush, we got to do the bushing, right? We can't separate the powers at local government.
And with that, we have come to the end of our newscast. The repeat can be viewed on the station later tonight at 9 and again Monday at midday. Join us again Monday for another news broadcast. I am Drea Espinosa. Have a safe and enjoyable weekend.